Hi, Dr. Stegall here, and today I want to review something that is often overlooked by anyone other than the more astute internet marketing guru or business person as a way to increase your search engine credibility and ranking. And that is to submit your website and blog URL at DMOZ.org. DMOZ is the directory of something called the Open Directory Project, or ODP for short. And it is the largest human edited web directory on the internet. And because it's human edited, and because it's huge, and because it's been around for a long time, ODP is a well-respected resource for some of the most popular search engines such as Google and many others. Now this benefits you because if DMOZ will accept your website into their directory, then it is like an endorsement of sorts of your website's quality. So in other words, having your link listed in DMOZ gives you a lot of street cred, which means that it becomes another important factor in contributing to improving your overall search engine ranking. So the submission of your URL is free, but is a little trickier than submitting it to sites like Google or Yahoo. So I'm going to take you through those steps now and make it a little easier for you. If you log in at dmoz.org, the first thing you will notice is that you see the suggest URL link at the top, and this is where a lot of people make their first mistake in how they get confused on submitting their web address or URL to this site. Is they click here, and that's not the proper procedure. And if you click here, it's going to take you to the instructions of the proper procedure, which are a little confusing in themselves, so we'll just take you through it now. Assuming that you are submitting your chiropractic business, what you will likely want to click on as your first category selection, which is the process, is health. And then you will click alternative health. And what you will notice is that what DMOZ wants you to do is find your category to the deepest level you can find it. And then from there, they want you to submit your URL once you find the category that is the most appropriate, versus just submitting your URL and then finding the category during that submission. So it's kind of flip-flop from the way that a lot of sites do it. And then from there, you will find the chiropractic link, and then you will be in clinics and practitioners, and you will be in the United States. And now you have to choose your state. So you click by state, and now you have to select your state. Let's choose California. And now you will select your city. And now that you have essentially what DMOZ considers to be dug down as deep in their category tree as you can get, now you can click the suggest URL link at the top. And what you will notice is that until you get as deep as they want you to go in the specificity of where your particular URL should be, it will not give you the option of this suggest URL link. So you'll notice that it's trying to prevent you from putting it in the wrong category by not giving you this link option until you get to where it wants you to go. And now that we are here, you would click suggest URL, and then you're going to scroll down. You may want to read some of this information. DMOZ is very picky about who they're going to let into their site, which also of course helps with the credibility that it gives you, as well as because it is humans doing the assessment of the listings, it may take months for this to be accepted, but it's well worth your effort now to get that credibility and be that resource for the search engines later on. So make the effort now and reap the rewards. So here you will then scroll down and you will enter your site URL. Again, you can read more instructions about that. And so that's where your web address will go. And so now you can put the title of your site. And now you can enter a short description. And so we have that typed in, and you will also notice that you will want to read some of these instructions, such as it doesn't want you to use all caps. It doesn't want you to repeat the title of your site in the description. So there are some little key elements that you want to make sure you pay attention to, or whoever's doing the review of your site for inclusion is more likely to deny it if you're not playing within their guidelines. You then want to enter your email address, and then you want to enter their user verification so they can make sure that you are a human. And a lot of these are a little difficult to read. And then you will click submit. And this is a good example of how it messes up, so I'm glad that it did. Notice it says please input the correct text in the image box. So you really have to pay attention because it simply landed here and you're not sure if it took or not, and then you scroll down and see that there's an error message here. So we'll scroll down and we'll try that again. And as you will see, this time the submission was received. Your site submission has been received. An editor will review your submission for inclusion in the directory, and it will have some other information here as well. Now, as I said, if we look back at the home page, if you need more instructions on how to enter your or submit your URL to the DMOZ Open Directory project, simply click this suggest URL link, and you will see the instructions here. And you can simply scroll down and check them out. It gives you the steps. It gives you a lot of do's and don'ts and guidelines. So again, it may do you some good to read that in addition to this video, but the video should help walk you through the steps and help prevent you from going the direction that a lot of people do on accident and get lost on this process. So good luck with it. And I think you'll find that this is a very good resource as part of your SEO strategies to get yourself to that top listing.